Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Dom.
And we are
Tom and Dom Travel. We recently took a cruise on Sky Princess for 14 nights and we sailed out of Southampton. We visited a number of ports in France, Portugal and Spain. Thank you to everybody that subscribed, liked, commented. We really appreciate all of you. If you haven't done so already, just press that subscribe button now so you get updated and notified when new content is released. If you've missed any of our Sky Princess vlog series, click the link on screen now.
So welcome to day 14. This is our last sea day on board Sky Princess and we definitely made the most of it.
Yes, we did. So a very quick breakfast as per usual because we wanted to head into the Princess Theatre for a special Meet the Captain.
Yeah, so today in the Princess Theatre there's quite a few events going on and this was the first event of the day. And we were really excited to have the captain back out and about on the ship and doing a Q&A because it doesn't happen very often post-COVID.
No.
So it was great to be able to see the captain on stage with cruise director Andy. So the captain was on stage for about an hour and he spoke about lots of things, including how he got into a career at sea, what his role is on board, what the role of other members of the crew are on board, what he does day to day, and what he does in his spare time as well.
Yeah, it was really interesting and it was, like Tom said, really nice to see the captain out and about. It, you know, we were only sat a few meters away from him and it was a really, really enjoyable experience. And we found out loads of information about him and also Sky Princess, which was really interesting.
Interesting fact about him is that being a captain of a ship is just not enough for him. He's also a pilot.
Yeah.
So
flies planes as well.
If you can't do one, do them both. So yeah, absolutely fantastic listening to him. Loads of information, and even at the end of his session on stage, he did a Q&A with the audience, and the audience had a chance to ask him questions as well. So if you do get the opportunity to go into one of these events in the Princess Theatre where you meet the captain, please go along and do that because that's one of the only events now where you get to see the captain on board.
After Meet the Captain in the Princess Theatre, we had a little walk to the aft of the ship and we ended up in the Wakeview Bar. We quite like that spot, especially on sea days, because you know, you can just stare out and all you see is sea. It's very relaxing, very peaceful. After spending some time at the Wakeview Bar, we then made our way into the buffet because it was lunchtime. Already. We were absolutely blown away by the selection and variety of different foods available. This day, they had a huge variety of desserts.
Loads of cakes and lots of cakes, and these are quite spectacular cakes. With all that selection, we both chose to have a bit of curry, so something a bit different.
Yeah, very nice, very different. We hadn't had a curry while we'd been on board, so we thought we'd try that, and it was really, really good. What I do like about the buffet area on Sky Princess is they have different sections for different types of food.
Yeah.
So you can have curries, you can have noodles, you can have your traditional roast dinners. Pretty much everything is available. Absolutely fantastic.
After we'd finished our curry and headed out of the buffet, it was time to head to the Princess Theatre once again. So as I said earlier, there's lots going on in the Princess Theatre today, and this time it was time for a meet and greet. We got our seats in the Princess Theatre and actually we were there quite early. So I dashed off to Princess Live to grab myself a coffee to drink while we were in the Princess Theatre. And lo and behold, I met the guest star as I was getting a coffee. So there's a picture of me here with the guest star, Lynda Robson.
Yay.
You may all recognise Lynda from Birds of a Feather. She's been in lots of other things, but I think that's the classic thing that everyone...
Loose Women.
Oh, of course, Loose Women. And after I'd met her, she headed straight into the theatre and we sat down and watched the Q&A with her.
So we were advised to attend the Princess Theatre early because obviously the Princess Theatre holds around 900 people. So we got there early. There was still plenty of seating available, but it was very busy. They tend to get busy when celebrity guests come on board. In terms of the format of the sort of event, essentially cruise director Andy just basically had a little chat and interviewed Lynda, and it was really quite chilled. It wasn't sort of intense. It was quite funny. She was a really, really nice lady.
Yeah, she was really funny. She told so many stories, didn't she? She talked about her family a lot. And then on the screens behind her were photos and videos of things that she'd done throughout her career. So great hour listening to her. Absolutely hilarious, really, wasn't she? So
she was
definitely worth going to see. And this is something that Princess do a lot, especially in UK sailings. They invite a celebrity guest on for each particular sailing.
After the Q&A session with Lynda Robson, you're invited, if you so wish, to go and have your photo taken. The photos are taken in take 5, and you form an orderly queue, and they've got the ship's photographers there, so you can purchase, if you wish, an official photo. You can take your own. However, they use a green screen behind the celebrity and yourselves, so it doesn't make for the most appealing photograph.
No. So yeah, you've got no nice background. You've got a green screen if you choose to use your own phone. So just remember that. But the meet and greet is completely free, so you can do that, no charge for the meet and greet. After having our photo with Lynda, we did queue and have our photo with her, so that I got 2. We then headed straight from Take 5 into the piazza.
In the main piazza then, they'd put flags up of all the nations of the United Kingdom, and we think this was in preparation for the Royal Variety Show that was on in the Princess Theatre in the evening. So we're not really sure why they put them up, but we've got a sort of feeling that it was because of this Royal Variety Show, and I think they put the Royal Variety Show on because it was so close to the Queen's Jubilee.
Yeah, so it all was a part of a theme. So after we spent some time in the piazza looking at the flags, we headed out for a quick walk outside, breath of fresh air, so we headed out onto the promenade and had a little walk around.
Yeah, the sun was out. It was a beautiful day. A bit of fresh air while at sea.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. After the promenade deck, we did a little bit of exploring because we hadn't actually had a look at Sabatini's. It's one of the Italian specialty restaurant on Skye. So we wanted to go and have a look in there. So we took a few videos just to see what it was like. We also went and had a look at what gelato they had on offer in the main piazza.
Yes, can you believe we'd been on 14 days at this point and still not walked in Sabatini's and still not had a gelato, so we're about to sort that out. After our bit of exploration of the bits that we hadn't seen of the ship, we headed back to the room, got ourselves ready for our evening meal. So our fantastic dining room experience continued. This time I had a Caesar salad for starter.
Yeah, and that Caesar salad is on Princess's always available menu. So they've got a set few items there that you can get all the time. I chose to go for the watermelon with feta cheese. And I know it sounds like a really odd, peculiar mix. And it did to me, but it tasted absolutely beautiful. I'd definitely have it again.
You would. I wouldn't because I don't like watermelon. But you thought it was lovely. So for my main course, I had the turkey breast. It was really nice, but I wish I had what you had.
I went for the surf and turf. So it was a beautiful piece of filet mignon and some black shrimp or prawns. I'm not a big prawn lover, but I got to admit this was a beautiful meal. and it sort of rounded off the cruise very, very nicely for our final evening meal.
Yeah, the turkey was good, but I wish I'd had that.
Yeah. For dessert then, we both had...
Gelato bomb, I think it was called. So it's a bit like a baked Alaska style dessert. I really enjoyed it. I think you found it a little bit sweet.
Yeah, I think the meringue was just a little bit too sweet for me. So unfortunately, I scooped out the ice cream from the middle and just ate that. But all in all, it was a really, really pleasant evening and really, really enjoyed it.
Then, carrying on our usual theme, we headed to Good Spirits to have a couple of our last cocktails. Couple of those gin and tonic ultimates. Very nice. Love it in that venue. Please give it a try. Great selection of cocktails on there.
After a quick cocktail or two in Good Spirits, we made our way to Princess Theatre for tonight's performance, which was a...
Royal Variety Show.
Yeah.
The Royal Variety Show consisted of several performers that we'd seen on previous nights, back to do a whole new act, and a couple of crew members from around the ship as well were joining in. The Royal Variety Show started, in fact, with a performance from cruise director Andy.
Yep, who knew he could sing, but he sure can, and he did really, really well.
Yeah, we also had performances from the Princess Showcast. We had performances from Jenny Williams, Philip Brown. We really enjoyed the Royal Variety Show, and we'd love to see some more performances in the same structure as that.
To end the Royal Variety Show, everybody did a massive final performance together, and it was absolutely incredible. Everybody was on their feet. Really, really amazing show that they put together.
Yeah, absolutely loved it. So, as soon as that finished, we dashed off once again to see what was happening in Princess Live. And guess what it was? Because you'll be surprised. It was...
karaoke.
Yeah. So, yeah, we still sat and had a couple of drinks. Watched the singers, as we explained before. Some good, some not so good. But it was great to just sit there and enjoy the atmosphere of Princess Live.
Yeah, we do enjoy karaoke.
Not singing it.
Not singing it. We do, we're not anti-karaoke people at all. We do enjoy it.
We're anti-karaoke every night, though.
Yeah, and particularly on the second week of this cruise, unfortunately in Princess Live, between 10 and 12 of an evening, it was pretty much karaoke mega show.
Yeah.
Which was a little bit disappointing because the game shows and the quizzes that they did pretty much in the first week were incredible, and the set designs and sort of the materials that they had for these quizzes were so entertaining. So it was just a little bit disappointing that towards the within the second week it was very much karaoke orientated. As this was our last evening and we had to disembark early the next day, it was time for bed, unfortunately. So after Princess Live, we went straight back to our cabin. But before we did, we had to do one last thing.
Oh no.
We ordered our final piece of room service.
Yeah, what a shame. So we won't be having that anymore. But yeah, it was a great experience. Fantastic last evening. But not looking forward to getting up in the morning.
No. So
on that note, join us next time for our
disembarkation and our top 5 and our bottom 5 of this Sky Princess cruise. Thanks for watching. If you've got any comments, just pop them in the box below and we'll do our best to get back to you.
And please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to check us out on social media.